to the emails yesterday, do you know how many of the Secretary Clinton's emails were about the 2012 incident in Benghazi? And do any of those contain classified information?
As we've said, the Department agreed to search the materials that we received from the FBI in response to several pending Freedom of Information Act requests, and to the extent that responsive records are identified, produce them using broad search terms. We have identified approximately 30 documents that are potentially responsive to a Benghazi-related request, and I want to stress the words potentially responsive. That doesn't mean that they definitely are. It means they are potentially responsive. At this time, we have not confirmed that the documents are in fact responsive, or whether they are duplicates of materials already provided to the Department by former Secretary Clinton back in December of 2014. And I'm not aware of, because we're still working our way through that, I'm not aware of potential classification.
Now, today a spokesman for the Clinton campaign said, quote, some, if not all, of those emails are duplicates. Is that right?
As I said, we're still working our way through it. We have not confirmed that either they are actually responsive to the Benghazi-related request or that they are duplicates of materials that we have already had. We're still working our way through that.
And we still don't know if there's any contained classified information.
I have no information on that right now.
And then why did the State Department ask for 5 weeks to review roughly like 30 records?
Because I think you need to keep in mind that this isn't the only FOIA request we're staffing right now. And we've talked about over the last 3 years a dramatic increase in FOIA requests, not just in the number, but in the scope of the information that they're seeking. It's a major undertaking, and the FOIA staff is working as hard as they can, but to prepare even one document for release through FOIA, it requires work and it requires effort. We have a responsibility to be responsive. We also have a responsibility to protect sensitive information before it's released to the public. So I'm not going to speak to the specific filing here. You talked about the timeline. What I can tell you is that you have to understand that this is but one of many, many FOIA requests that we're staffing, and very few of these FOIA requests that we see are simple and direct and asking for very discrete information. They're often asking for lots of information over a long period of time, and that takes effort.
So one of the emails that has been released before, it's a 2013